Hello students, welcome to grade 10th statistics part 1. Let us recapitulate whatever we had done in our previous classes. Statistics deals with the collection, organization, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. We have already studied about ungrouped and grouped data, frequency distribution tables, representation of data as histograms and frequency polygons, measures of central tendency, that is mean, median, mode for the ungrouped data. Now we extend our study to finding mean, median and mode for the grouped data. Consider the following frequency distribution table. In this table, these are the class intervals, these are the tally marks, and this is the frequency and cumulative frequency. Now, whenever the data is tried to be grouped, we try to form intervals like this, in which there are the lengths are same. That means the gap between the lower limit and the upper limit remains the same. This kind of class interval is known as continuous class interval, where we do not leave any gap between the intervals. Tally marks, this is used to mark the observations, and then these tally marks, they are added to give you the frequency. That means the number of times the observation is repeated. And cumulative frequency gives you the added frequency. Previous frequencies are added to it. Like suppose these are the marks of some student, then the students having marks from 0 to 10 are 3, students having marks from 10 to 20 are 5, and so on. But in cumulative frequency, what will happen? It means the students having marks from 0 to 10 are 3. And cumulative frequency of this means that students having marks from 0 to 20 cumulatively, collectively, they will be 3 plus 5, that is equal to 8. Students having marks from 0 to 30, they will be kept here under the cumulative frequency up to this. That means 5 plus 3 plus 7, which is equal to 15, means 15 students are having marks from 0 to 30. So on, we keep on doing, we keep on adding the previous frequencies to the current frequency here. Now, class intervals are these. What is class size? Class size is upper limit minus the lower limit. That gives us the size of the class. What is class mark? Class mark was the average of the upper limit and the lower limit. Mean for the ungrouped data was given by the formula sum of all the observations upon total number of observations. What was the median? Median for ungrouped data. Middle, first the data was arranged in the ascending or descending order, and then the middle term was taken as the median in case the number of observations were odd. But if the number of observations were even, then after arranging the data in ascending or descending order, the average of the middle two terms was taken out to find the median. What was mode? Mode, we discussed this. All these things have already been discussed in 9th class. Mode, the observation that occurs maximum number of times, is called the mode. Now, measures of central tendency for the grouped data. Same mean, median and mode, but we will have different formulae this year. That is, for mean we have various methods. We will discuss in this video about direct method and assumed mean method. Mean of the data is given by the formula sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. I is the index used for number of class intervals included in the table, right? Now, assumed mean method में क्या करते हैं? मीन इज इक्वल टू a प्लस सिग्मा fi di upon sigma fi, where a is called the assumed mean. You will understand all these things better if we solve one question. Let us consider the following data. In this, marks of the students are given. We have taken the intervals from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and so on. Then frequency, that means the number of students getting the marks between 0 to 10 are 5, between 10 to 20 are 7, and so on. Then for finding mean, we require sigma fi xi and sigma fi. Sigma fi means I will be adding all these frequencies. Sigma means sum. So sum of all the frequencies, that comes out to be 20. Now xi is to be found. Xi is what? Xi is the class mark of every interval. How do we find? We add both upper limit and lower limit and find the average. It is also called the mid value. It is also called the mid value. So if I have to find the other mid values, what can I do? There are two methods. One method is you add upper limit, lower limit, and then divide by 2, means find their average. Second method is you find out the length of the class interval. The length of the class interval comes out to be 10. Find out first class mark and just go on adding the class length to it to get the other class marks. So 5 plus 10 is 15, 15 plus 10 is 25, 25 plus 10 is 35, and then 45. Next I require fi xi, that means these two should be multiplied. So I have multiplied all these, right? So this answer is coming, please see. After this we require sigma fi, that means sum of all these. So we will total all these, we will find their sum. 410 it comes. Now what is the mean? Mean is equal to sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. That means this will be equal to 410 upon 20. When you calculate, you get 20.5. Now the same data I will take and I will try to find the mean using the assumed mean method, right? And check whether the same answer comes or not. Now in case of assumed mean method, mean is equal to a plus sigma fi di upon sigma fi. Now what is di? What is a? How to find them? Let us see. Class intervals fi xi, everyone knows. Now how to find di? Di means deviation. So here first of all from xi's we find out a mean, and then we find out the deviation of every class mark from the assumed mean. That means from every class mark I will subtract the assumed mean. xi minus a, इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ कि xi minus a for first interval x1 minus a, that means 5 minus 25, which is minus 20. Now for finding rest of the di's, easy trick is that you find the class length and go on adding in this. So minus 10 or minus 20 plus 10 will give you minus 10, plus 10 will give you 0, plus 10, 10, again plus 10, 20. Then we want fi di. So you multiply this column and this column. Minus 100, minus 70, 0, 20, 60. Then we require sigma fi di. And what do I have? Add them, it gives me minus 90. Sigma fi is 20. So what will be mean? Mean will be a plus sigma fi di upon sigma fi, which is equal to 25 plus minus 90 upon 20. Cancel it, you get minus 4.5. So 25 minus 4.5 would be equal to 20.5. Now let us practice few questions on this only. Find mean of following frequency distribution table. This frequency distribution table contains only this much will be given to you in the exam. Rest of the things you have to calculate according to the need of the question. So these are the class intervals given: 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, and 80 to 100. Frequencies are given: 17, 28, 32, 24, and 19. Now for direct method, we want mean is equal, what is the formula? Mean is equal to sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. Let us find, for this we want sigma fi. Let us calculate that. That comes out to be 120. Then we want to calculate xi. For xi, I told you what we have to do. It is the mid value of the interval. Add first this lower limit and the upper limit and divide it by 2. It comes out to be 10. Then find out the class length, and you can just go on adding the class length into it. That means it gives me 10, then plus 20 is 30, then again 50, 70 and 90. Now, the other way was, let us revise it quickly. The other method is you add them and divide by 2. 20 plus 40 is 60. 60 divided by 2 is 30. That way also you will get the same values. Now, mean will be sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. So, we are going to calculate now fi xi. That means these two columns will be multiplied. 17 into 10, 170. 28 into 30 is 840. 32 into 50 is 1600. 24 into 70 is 1680, and 19 into 90 is equal to 1710, and total is 6000. So mean will be equal to 6000 divided by 120, which gives me 50. Now let us try and check, do we get the same answer by assumed mean method? In assumed mean method, mean is given by a plus sigma fi di upon sigma fi. So sigma fi is already calculated. Assumed mean will be taken from xi's. What is assumed mean? Assumed mean is taken as the middle value of this. Means in between whichever assumed value is coming, that one is taken as assumed mean. Okay. So if there were even number of terms, then you will have two terms in the middle. Out of that you can take any one. So since here there were odd number of intervals and odd number of xi's, so the middle one has been taken as assumed mean. Now let us find out the deviations. Deviations are to be taken as, here 10 minus 50 will give me minus 40. 30 minus 50 gives me 20, minus 20, and 50 minus 50 is 0. 70 minus 50 is 20, and then 90 minus 50 is 40. We could also have got these by adding the class sizes also. Okay. Now fi di. Just find the product of this column and this column. We get here minus 680. 28 into minus 20 minus 560. 32 into 0 is 0. 24 into 20 is 480. And 19 into 40 is 760. Now calculate the sum. Sum of all these is 0. That means sigma fi di is equal to 0. Now what is mean? Mean is given by this formula. So just put the values. A is 50, sigma fi di is 0, and sigma fi is 1 upon 20. That means this is equal to 50. Hence we have verified that whether we find method by mean by direct method or by assumed mean method, we get the same answer. Thank you.